We are live from the Bleacher Report studios in New York. I'm Jeff, and this is Let's Talk About It, your favorite Bleacher Report IG Live show, because what else would it be? We have a lot to talk about, and as always, keep the questions, keep the comments going. We're going to answer them, and we're going to get to them, and we're also going to give you another giveaway. See this hat? All this drip in my hands could be yours if you answer a trivia question, but the only way you're gonna hear it is if you stick around. So we're gonna get to that, and we're gonna get to a bunch of topics today. The NBA, as always, has a lot of interesting things going on. Victor Oladipo suffered a serious injury. We also have some new heat coming from J. Cole, but first, let's talk about the man I feel like I talk about 90% of the time that I'm on IG Live. It's James Harden. He put on a show in Madison Square Garden, dropping 61 points. That road show that he's putting on continues. He is going off, and this is unprecedented. Not since Wilt Chamberlain, I don't think I've seen somebody go off on a consistent basis like that. He got the record for most points scored by an opponent. Him and Kobe share that 61. He did not get Melo's 62, and today is actually the 5-year anniversary of Melo dropping the franchise record, the MSG record, 62 in the Garden. But I don't know, I respect what he's doing. I think it's very impressive. It's something that you have to give him credit for. I'm not really sure I like watching it. You know what I'm saying? He's going 5 of 20 from 3, shooting 25 free throws. After a while, it gets annoying seeing the way that he draws these fouls. And for everybody who was criticizing ISO ball, this is Super Saiyan ISO ball right now. You got everybody waiting around the three-point line while he does his thing. I don't know if that's the basketball I want to see, but if I was a Rockets fan, I'd be telling me to shut the fuck up because they're winning, you know? How did Harden get 60 points without getting fouled? In Man's 19, he did get fouled. According to the refs and according to the fouls that were committed, he did get fouled. He shot about, I think he went 22 of 25. He could have had the record by far if he hit his free throws. He missed more than his fair share. So he was drawing it. And it's funny, Clyde Frazier on the MSG broadcast actually compared him to Muhammad Ali. James Harden and Muhammad Ali, in the way that opponents have a plan for him, and because of who he is, they change the plan and end up getting confused and losing out anyway. That's how I feel about with some of these, the way people are guarding him. That's why you see people putting their hands behind their back to guard him, or even when you're guarding him and they lean in and he just swipes up. I told you, he is elite. He has figured every rule, every way that he can draw a foul, and he does it. Will James Harden win MVP this year again? If he continues to go on this torrid pace, yeah, I think it's clear cut. We had Kawhi earlier, Giannis. We had a few people, LeBron, who was always in the running, but he's been out for a month. So I think that kind of takes him out. Yeah, I don't think there's any way you can compare what Harden's doing to anyone else. Harden all the points and still one game above 500. Chamberlain had a lot of points and won championships. Now the Nets, true story. Raphael, PJ24. That's a great point, man. All of this that he's doing, and they haven't won that many games. Like the margin of wins and losses aren't as wide as you would think for the way he's going off, which shows you they need CP3 back. They need to have a full squad, and they need to keep going on the run. I don't know how much is sustainable. I am enjoying the greatness that we're seeing from him, but that is a fair point. Do you think Harden can break his career high again in this season? I thought he was gonna break it last night. He had 36 points at half, and I was like, yo, we're making a lot of mistakes right now. I didn't know what the Knicks were about to let happen in the Garden. I think his career high is definitely in play. Melo in his prime is better than Harden. What do y'all think about that? In his prime, a lot of people, I know it's popular to shit on Melo right now, but in his prime, this is a dude who carried the Nuggets. He was the main guy on the Nuggets in the first, I think, 7 seasons. They did not miss the playoffs, and he was going on his own streaks. Like, this is an elite scorer, one of the best scorers in NBA history. A couple more years like this of Harden, or even now, you could say he supplanted him. But in terms of prime scoring, I think Harden has a better handle than Melo and can get to the bucket and finish better. So you have to weigh all of that. But when prime Melo was on, he was unstoppable. Melo just needs to come back to the NBA. Well, talk to, I guess, the Lakers. It seems like our odds men say that the Lakers are the favorite, and I guess Vegas too. So we'll see, but I still think there is a place for Melo. I think there's a place in the NBA for Melo, but we have to see. And what was PJ Tucker doing yesterday? Like, you're trying to ruin all our tanking plans. I see the Zion to the Knicks. They got Zion to the Knicks IG handles. I love it. I see that. I don't know if he was, somebody offered him a pair of exclusive kicks that ain't even been made yet or whatever, but you want to know the definition of dumbing out? That's what PJ Tucker and EG did in that last play where they just let the ball stay on the floor. Like, he may have thought that it didn't get thrown in and it was just bouncing around, but that was one of the weirdest plays that I've ever seen. But the tank stays alive. Do you think that it's still enough for Houston to win the championship? The ISO work is cool, but does this win the team a trophy? Coach White Hoops, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's enough. I think they still need their full team. I think they still need CP3. And at the end of the day, all this scoring, all these records being broken, this streak, this 230-something points streak scored without an assist, that's all well and good, but if you're going to end up in the same place you did last year, does it really matter for the team? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And the question that Pacers fans are asking themselves is, what happened to Victor Oladipo? Is he going to be okay? He suffered a knee injury last night, didn't look good, got stretchered off, and throughout the league, everybody was sending well wishes to him, from PG, Bradley Beal, LeBron, everybody sending their love. And I love seeing that about the NBA, where people rally behind these players and support them. But, you know, I get kind of squeamish. I saw Paul George's leg injury live. I was actually covering the Yankees playoff game last year when Gordon Hayward broke his ankle, and our Slack room just went full of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then when I saw the replay, I wish I would have never saw the replay. Oladipo's replay, it didn't really look like anything happened. It just looked like his knee gave out. So I don't know. As always, prayers up. I hope that he's not as injured as it looks like. But what does this do to the Pacers? What does this do to the East? I think it makes it a three-team race if he can't come back between the Bucks, the Celtics, and the Sixers. I don't know, but I hope he still gets a nod for All-Star if he can't play anymore, because he was well on his way there to maybe being a starter and possibly and definitely being a reserve. So, you know, well wishes to him. Do you think Victor will come back same, better, or will he never be the same? Aiden, I don't know. It depends on the injury. If it's, I don't want to speculate. It looked like, the way he couldn't get up, it looked like he tore all the CLs. Every CL that's in here, it looked like it was gone. And this is someone who saw Baron Davis's knee disassemble in the Garden that one year. If you have a strong stomach, go Google that. That's when I knew his career was over. If it's an ACL or any of those, players have been coming back and being stronger than ever from those injuries. So who knows? I think he's just gonna have to rehab and get better. But I am not a doctor. I don't have a PhD. So I can't tell you. So I just hope for the best. Pacers doomed once again. Pacers season is over. Pacers season is over without Depot. I don't think that whatever lofty goals they had about this season are going to be realized without him. I don't know if they were even going to be realized with him, but this is definitely a blow. He's their best player, and now it looks like he's going to be out for the while. I had the Pacers going to the Eastern Conference Finals, but now I can't really know if they're getting there. Ashira, I think they still make the playoffs. Look out for a first-round exit at this point. Maybe they're strong enough to withstand everything and make it to the semis, but I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty in Indiana right now. But what I am certain about is you guys can win your very own BR Snapback. We got trivia, and we got some music and sports Todd-related trivia. You know, J. Cole, he dropped that new single, Middle Child. So I want to know, if you want this hat, this nice snapback, answer this trivia question. Send it to Bleacher Report's DMs. Slide in the DMs and drop the answer, the correct answer to this trivia question. Now, J. Cole has played in the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game once. Who was the MVP of that game? All you need to know, who was the MVP of the All-Star Celebrity Game that J. Cole played in? You get your own snapback. DM the Bleacher Report IG Live, and we'll see who's the winner. Now, J. Cole definitely won to me on that Middle Child track. His flow is tight as always, production sounds good, and it's a good opening shot in whatever this new Dreamville project's gonna be. And he was talking that talk, and it seemed like he had some words about this whole Drake and Kanye beef and how it was executed. And to me, it seemed as though he was saying, if I got smoke with you, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna address you because I do, not because I want to sell sneakers, not because I want to do anything else to market myself. I'm just gonna go at you one-on-one. You see the quote right there. If I smoke a rapper, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clout. It won't be for fame. Like he's talking. It seems like J. Cole always got some bars for people, man. Whether he's being blatant or subliminal. So let me know what you think. I know yesterday we were talking about what top fives, top threes, where Zion had his top three. Where do you rank Cole? Where do you think he is currently in the game, all time, whatever have you? J. Cole taking shots at Kanye. Yeah. But is it really a shot, though? This is another thing. When rappers are stating facts or their opinion of things, why is it always framed as a shot? He just said, if I was doing it, I would do it this way. I wouldn't do it because of this. I wouldn't do it because of that. He's just stating what it is. And a lot of people have had opinions on why Kanye went at Drake and why it always comes up at certain times when it seems like a sneaker's gonna release or some type of fashion or anything like that. So I think a lot of times we conflate dissing with opinion. If you don't like it, that doesn't mean they dissed you. It just means that you're sensitive and you just don't like it. Most underrated rapper of all time. He is the first. Cole is the GOAT. Most underrated rapper of all time? Ooh. There's a lot of rappers that you may or may not have heard about that haven't been in the commercial spotlight, who may be wildly underrated. I think Mos Def may be more underrated than J. Cole. He's gotten a lot of fame. He's gotten a lot of shine throughout the years, but there's still a lot of people who don't see the complexity of what he is. That's actually a funny one because I want to think about that a little bit more, because Kanye would take it as a shot. What wouldn't Kanye take as a shot at this point? I don't know. He definitely get a lot of love. Not if you're on Twitter. Twitter is always divided on J. Cole. You got the J. Cole is boring side and the J. Cole is going platinum with no features side. So I'm actually hoping this album is all features, and he calls it all features. And I want to see the world burn. I want to see social media burn too. J. Cole is the Chewbacca of hip hop. Underrated is Tech 9, futuristic. Yeah, you'll get a lot of people that get that underground backpack era, quote unquote, people who are underrated. So I don't know, there's a lot of people that you can put in that. Who's better, Kyrie, Steph, or Harden? Wow. Give me Steph right now, because he stretches the offense and he's a problem. He's been dominating. I saw somebody say that he's as dominant as Shaq was in his prime. I don't know about all that. But he's pretty dominant, and I think he may go down as the most underrated MVP ever. But you guys are never underrated. You're always properly rated in my book as a great fan base and people who really support us. Leave all your comments. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, remember, send that trivia question. DM Bleacher Report's IG story. There's gonna be one random winner that gets selected. And definitely go to bleachreportshop.com. You will be able to get any type of merch that you want from us, and you can dress and be fresh just like the Bleacher Report community. I guess that we are a community, right? All my coworkers, everybody. Thank you to production. Thank you to everybody in the back. You can follow me at Jeff J Says on IG, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.